Hi, I'm Carmella Van Vleet, and I'm here to read the first chapter of my new middle grade, Nothing is Little, from Holiday House. Here's the cover. It's the artwork is by Erwin Madrid. Didn't he do a nice job? I love this cover. So, Nothing is Little is a story about Felix, an 11-year-old boy with growth hormone deficiency and a love for forensic science, and what happens when he learns his biological dad is short too, and he decides to find him. So, chapter 1, The Alien. Things started changing when the alien took over. For example, Mom used to stock up on desserts during back-to-school sales, but it's 2 weeks into the year and there's still nothing sweet to pack in my lunch. Sorry, Felix, Mom says, standing in front of the open pantry. No Oreos. I put them on the grocery list, I say. She gives me a tired smile. I forgot to take the list. I feel bad about complaining. Remembering stuff is hard for Mom lately. So are mornings. We're running later than usual. Mom's in her pajamas and hasn't showered yet. She overslept on account she's pregnant and spent the whole night getting up to pee. For the record, my mom's not the alien. My sister is. Boo's not even born yet, and she's already causing trouble. It must be super weird to have some invisible being kick your bladder. The other night, Boo had hiccups, and I could actually see my mom's stomach jump every few seconds. It's not just Mom's body. Boo has taken over the house, too. There's a bunch of baby things and boxes of diapers piling up in the dining room. And even though my sister won't be here for 3 more months, there's a bottle sterilizer hogging up space on the kitchen counter. Mom pushes it aside to check the fruit bowl. We've got bananas, Mom tells me, we have brown bananas. It's okay, I tell her. I'll buy something at school again. There's just enough time for me to finish up my Spanish homework, so I shove my lunch bag into the backpack and sit down. Paul strolls into the kitchen. When he sees me, he says, "A good sleep, I trust you had, Padawan." He's been saying that ever since the two of us did a Star Wars movie marathon a few months back. I give him a thumbs up and go back to my worksheet. Paul walks over to Mom and rubs her middle. How are my favorite girls this morning? Lately, his favorite girls are his favorite topic. Boo has invaded Paul's vocabulary, too. He must have a pregnancy word of the day calendar or something. He drops words like gestation period, amniotic fluid, and placenta, gross, and gross, into conversation. Mom tells Paul his favorite girls are fine, and he gives her stomach one last pat before grabbing himself coffee. Got a busy day? Paul asks Mom. She tells him she's got a focus group coming in later in the downtown office. Mom works for a market research company that gets people's opinions on different kinds of products. Have fun, Paul says to Mom before kissing her cheek. You too, she says as he heads to work. Don't break anything. Paul is the Give It a Try guy on Channel 9, Columbus, Ohio's #1 home for news, according to its commercials. His job is to try out other people's jobs. He's only broken something once, when he tried to be a window washer, and the window was technically only cracked. After Paul is gone, Mom turns to me. Felix, don't forget, I'll be picking you up during 5th period for your appointment at Dr. Ryan's. Okay, gotta go, I say. Bus. I grab my backpack and fly to the front door. I'll go to the store after work. Want anything special? Mom calls. Cookies, I call back. Ray is in our usual seat. I give him a quick up nod, and he does the same. We don't have any classes together and don't share the same lunch period, so the only time we can hang out is on the bus. You missed a hole, I say, after I kick my backpack under the bench. Huh? I point to the top of his shirt, where he put the top button in the second hole. Oh, thanks, he says. He undoes all the buttons and leaves his shirt open since he's wearing a blue t-shirt under it anyway. There, fixed it. I'm proud, I tell him all serious like. Ray looks over and grins because it's our inside joke. He and I stood next to each other at the Wax Museum last year. That's this thing where the 5th graders research and dress up as famous people and then hang out in the gym, telling parents and kids in the lower grades stuff about the person. I was Ben Franklin, and the principal came by and told me I had to stop telling people Franklin wrote an essay called Fart Proudly. After he walked away, Ray said, Hey, Felix, I'm proud. And then he made a fart sound using his arm. The two of us spent the morning cracking each other up. Hey, Ray, I'm proud. And hey, Felix, I'm proud, when no one was around. Ray throws himself back against the seat. Man, last night he starts, but then he's interrupted by the girl in front of us. Her name is Casey, and she's wearing a shirt with shamrocks on it, even though St. Patrick's Day is 6 months away. She's turned around and kneeling on her seat. Guess what? She says. Ray sighs. What? He asks. I wait. I know Casey's going to tell us. She's like a balloon that's got too much air. It's brilliant, Casey says. She holds up her phone, even though we're not supposed to have them on the bus. I got a puppy over the weekend. Her name is Pepper, which is short for peppercorn because she's black. Want to see? Despite the fact that neither of us replied, Casey shows us and Ray the picture. She's excited, and I don't want to hurt her feelings. Cute dog, I tell her. I asked for a puppy after Mom and Paul got married. I'm getting a sister instead. The bus driver looks in the mirror and scolds Casey for not sitting the right way. She turns around and slides back down in her seat. Ray shakes his head. What was I talking about? Last night, I say. Oh, yeah. Man, last night my dad was being super annoying, Ray says. He was on the math club thing again. Ray's dad is an accountant and runs a big firm called Holton and Brooks. Ray's dad is the Holton part. Ray's dad calls it his legacy and expects Ray to become an accountant too and run the company someday. But Ray is into drawing, wants to become a video game artist. You know what he told me, Ray goes on? He told me he wanted to come to school and be a guest speaker. Did you tell him you don't want to join math club? About 1,000,000 times by now, Ray says. You have no idea how lucky you are. Ray has said something like this before. He means I'm lucky not to have a dad who talks about legacies and being a chipped key off the old calculator. I've heard Ray's dad talk about accounting before. It's nerdy, but it's also cool that he wants it to be a father-son thing. I have no idea what I want to do when I get older. Paul encourages me to become whatever I want. He likes to say, who am I to question someone's job? I get paid to be goofy on television. Paul is my stepdad. I don't know my dad. And I don't know a single thing about him either, other than he and Mom went to the same college. I asked a lot of questions when I was younger, but I got the same response from Mom. I'll tell you about him someday, not today. In 3rd grade, there was this father-kid thing at school, and I asked about my dad again. I got the usual response, but Mom also started crying. I haven't asked since, but I wish I knew more about him. End of chapter 1. If you'd like to find out what happens when Felix goes searching for his dad, check out my new book, Nothing is Little, from Holiday House. Thanks. Bye.